Namaste. This meditation is for when a thought, feeling, or sensation keeps returning, and we don't quite know how to release it. Rather than pushing it away, we learn to meet it in a different way. So I invite you to make yourself comfortable. Allow your body to settle by taking 3 deep, full, nourishing breaths in and out. Return your breath to whatever natural rhythm is comfortable, and notice I am here. Aware of the body, aware of your breathing, and aware of the space around you. I'd like to invite you now to bring your attention to something in your experience that feels repetitive or unresolved. It might be a thought, a feeling, a sensation, or a familiar pattern you keep repeating. No need to analyze it. Just acknowledge that it's here. Notice which layer it lives in most strongly. The body, feelings, thoughts, or perhaps something more like an attitude, like grasping, fear, or aversion. And just observe. You don't need to do anything with it. You may give it a name, like the worried one, or the old story, or the familiar ache. My personal favorite is "Here we go again." Either way, let it have a seat. And say to it, I see you. What do you have to tell me today? Now we go a little deeper. As the thought or story plays again and again and again, you may want to ask yourself, where do I feel this in my body? Don't rush the answer, but notice that perhaps there's a tightness in your chest, or a heaviness in the belly, or a constriction somewhere you hadn't noticed. You're welcome to name whatever you find as tightness, holding, or heaviness, and stay with it. Be kind to it. Be patient with it. You're not trying to fix anything, only trying to see it clearly. As you stay present with the physical sensation, something else may begin to stir beneath it. At first, it might be faint or half hidden. But if you wait gently and openly, the feeling will begin to show itself. The tightness may become frustration, then sadness, and the sadness may open into something older, like grief. Perhaps that has been waiting a long time to be felt. We are not forcing anything. We are simply allowing what is already here to reveal itself. Now, see if you can find any belief living inside all of this. Perhaps something like, I'll always be this way, or some other version of that story. A subtle sense of unworthiness woven through the feeling. Notice it with care. See it as just a thought, not a verdict. When we can hold the belief lightly, without fighting it or collapsing into it, the pattern begins to loosen. And sometimes, the deepest release comes simply from meeting the emotion directly. Repeated thoughts are almost always fueled by a feeling underneath them, unacknowledged, unsensed. Worry fuels future planning. Grief and guilt fuel the pull towards the past. Pain and emptiness give rise to fantasy. The invitation here is to drop below the repeated message and make contact with the emotional energy that keeps bringing it back. When we can truly allow that feeling, not solve it, not escape it, but be with it, the thought no longer needs to repeat itself. The pattern begins to fade on its own. I'd like to now invite you to let the awareness open wider. All of this, the thoughts, the feelings, the sensations, and the beliefs, they arise within something that is not troubled by any of it. A quiet, spacious awareness that holds everything without strain. Before we end today's meditation, I'd like to invite you to set an intention. Not a goal, not a promise, just a gentle direction for the days ahead. Perhaps it is simply to pause the next time a familiar thought returns and ask, what is underneath this? Perhaps it is to meet one difficult feeling this week without immediately trying to change it. Or perhaps the intention is even smaller than that. Just to notice, to be a little more curious than afraid. Whatever feels true for you, let it settle gently. You don't need to hold it tightly. Plant it like a seed and leave it alone. Slowly return to the breath. Take your time and carry that intention with you as you go. Namaste.